Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Let me tell you a story, and this is a message for someone. In the book of Luke, the 15th chapter, it talks about a father, an elder son, and a younger son. And this younger son had got to a place, and this is in St. Luke 15, he got to a place where he felt entitled. He felt like he deserved to get all his money, his earnings as being a heir, as being a son of the king. And so the king said, okay, he gave him his earnings and let him go on his way. And this young fellow, he got out there, was enjoying themselves and living it up. But then something happened. He lost it all. He lost it all. He was so low that he just wanted to work somewhere and just work to be able to eat. But no one would feed him. And as the scripture said, he found himself in the pigsty, eating pig slop. And at that place where he was at his lowest at eating pigsty and eating pig slop, the scripture says that he, just paraphrasing it, he remembered his father's house and he returned. And the scripture says that when he was returning, he thought that the father would think one thing about him. He would feel a certain way about him. But what he didn't know, the scripture said that when the father saw him afar off, the father stood up and began to go toward him. And when he got to him, he gave him a big hug, kissed him, killed a fatted calf, gave him a ring, and had a party of celebration. And that was restoration. And I'm saying this because there's some of you've been in a situation where you felt entitled to certain things and you've done certain things, and you thought you understood, but you did everything you thought you was entitled to do. You know, you did all kind of stuff, but then you discovered that the things that you did that God told you not to do, you found yourself broken, you found yourself lost, you found yourself ashamed, to the place where you remember God. And many that are listening to me, as I walk back, you're remembering God. You just want God to love you. You just want God to forgive you. You just want God to heal you. You just want God to accept you back. But there's one thing stopping you. It's shame. You're afraid. You don't feel like you're good enough. You feel like God is so angry at you that God will not forgive you. But let me tell you something. God forgives. That's the enemy that's trying to block you from coming to God. The scripture says, whoso shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. And so how is it that God is so mad at you that he won't forgive you? Matter of fact, he says that he knows his thoughts towards you. They are thoughts of peace, not evil, to give you an expected end. There's an expectation that God has for you, the believer, has for you, man, has for you, boy, woman, and girl. You might have lost your way, but God is there for you to find your way back. And so despise the shame, let that shame go, and come to God. Come back, he's waiting on you. And matter of fact, he got something better for you. He got something greater for you because you done been through some struggles. And so now it's time for the master to reward you. Is that all right? God bless you.